This is where it all begins. The plan is set. The work has begun. This isn't the future. This is now. No time for talking. It's time for doing.
Pops a three. Good!
These aren't your casual fans. These are Rutgers fans. People who stand by these leaders, who believe in these players, this community, this university. This is not just any basketball program. This is Rutgers basketball.
No screen, Baker, step back. Got it!
The Big Ten regular season is winding down. Both the men and women are fighting for position in the upcoming Big Ten tournament. Every game counts this time of year, and Coach Steve Peichel and Coach C. Vivian Stringer know what's at stake. And there's no doubt the Scarlet Knights are making noise on the banks, selling out the rack, and showcasing an exciting brand of basketball that the fans are embracing. These next few weeks should serve as a true test of will and skill. On this episode of the Rutgers Basketball Story, we sit down with the men and talk about the importance of team managers.
The managers are really important to us. They're like family. They're really like our friends and family. Like, they come with us, help us on road games, during practice to help us get up shots.
We'll hear about the new facilities being constructed here in Piscataway.
It's going to be great to have our own place where our guys have 24/7 access, where they can get in, thumbprint anytime they want, play music, get shots up, work on their game. And the best part about it is it's right across the street from the dorms and right next to our arenas.
We take to the road and head to Indiana, where the women dominated the fourth quarter against the Hoosiers.
Here is Mack.
How about Mack? She's in every basket. She's super excited.
9 points for Takia Mack.
She's like, it's the best game ever.
And we sit down with sophomore Arella Garantes and find out what it's like to play for the Scarlet Knights under the tutelage of a Hall of Famer.
I get the same thing. I get the same vibe from Coach Stringer. She's just destined to be great, and she wants the best out of you. You know, like, what more can you ask for?
All that and more is just ahead on another installment of the Rutgers Basketball Story.
Carter cutting, he just has some ups. Mathis, yes. Underneath the bucket. Johnson, Harper feeding deep three for Baker.
We have to make this as tough a place as there is to play in the Big Ten, and the Big Ten is as tough a league, you know, as there is in the country. The most fan attended for 42 straight years is our league. It's exciting to know that we're headed in that direction too with our fans here at the RAC.
The managers are great, you know, not just as managers, you know, I think they're all great friends to me, great friends to our whole team, but, you know, they're always there for us.
The managers are really important to us. They're like family. They're really like our friends and family. Like, they come with us, help us on road games, during practice to help us get up shots.
They're very much part of the team. They're always by our side. They're always with us everywhere we go, traveling, home games. They're always here with us.
They're part of the family, and, you know, they're guys who take one for the team. They're setting up stuff for practice like an hour before practice, and then, you know, if you ever ask one of them to come and rebound for you when you shoot, if he can't do it, I know he'll get another manager to do it. So, you know, we just greatly appreciate the managers.
You know, so there's a lot of good things about the managers, but I think the most important thing is that they're really good friends.
10 minutes, all right? 10 minutes. Don't be afraid to be early. Do it again. Yeah. It's game day.
So we're at the Illinois practice facility right now playing the manager game. We like to call it the game before the game. You know, we put all this work in, and so we like to play basketball against each other because it's a cool thing. We all keep a record, so wins and losses of like the standings throughout the whole entire country. Just something to bring like our community closer together as like we are all managers and we all should look out for each other.
You know, day one when I took over the program, you know, there are certain priorities that you have to have in building a great program, and first and foremost, you have to have a great staff. So important who you surround your players with, who you surround your program with. I'm very fortunate to have them around our players and around our program.
I myself was a former student manager, so I understand the role of the student manager maybe better than anyone within our program. I know that our managers work as hard as any managers in the country. It's their responsibility to be the first ones at practice, and they're usually the last ones to leave practice. A lot of the things they do, whether it's rebounding after hours or coming in early and helping a coach conduct a one-on-one workout, a lot of the things that they do are thankless jobs, and I understand, though, how important they are, and I couldn't be more thankful for all that they do for us.
The Big Ten Conference. It's home to the top athletes, the biggest venues, the most televised league, and the best academic institutions. And oh, one more thing. It's home to the best facilities. And once Rutgers joined the highly respected league, Coach Peichel, Coach Stringer, and Athletic Director Patrick Hobbs realized that Rutgers needed to make a bold statement. And that's exactly what they're doing.
I mean, the RWJ Barnabas Athletic Performance Center is going to be a game changer for the 4 programs that are in there, but it's going to be a game changer really for the department because it really is a sign of our commitment and what we're going to do going forward. But certainly for our basketball programs, to each have a court and a half dedicated to each team for their practice, film room that be state-of-the-art, locker room, all of the amenities that we want to show and demonstrate that we intend to compete for championships at the Big Ten level. That's what this building will show.
It's going to be great to have our own place where our guys have 24/7 access, where they can get in, thumbprint anytime they want, play music, get shots up, work on their game. And the best part about it is it's right across the street from the dorms and right next to our arenas.
More important than anything probably is this new facility just from every aspect. As athletic training room, we're going to have a full doctor's office in there. If any of our athletes get injured, they're seen right there. They don't have to drive anywhere. They don't have to, literally you just walk downstairs into that doctor's office, get it done. Athletic training room, we're going to have the best and newest technology in there as far as recovery.
That's going to be a game changer. You know, when you have a practice facility that you can call your own and where guys can get in there 24/7 with no distractions, the eating facility in there, the training table is going to be great. It's just going to be a whole different atmosphere than we have here at the RAC. The RAC is a tremendous home court advantage to play games, but the guys need their own space in the terms of what basketball has come now. Basketball has come 24/7. Guys want to get in the gym late at night. They want to have their own place, a place they can call home, and that's what that practice facility is going to do for us.
This is like 24 hours a day.
They walk from that building there into this building here. They get their nutrition, they get their practice, they got their weight room downstairs. This will be the largest practice area that any school has.
Just walking through the construction site, it was amazing. I didn't expect that. You know, I saw the blueprints of where the various facilities were going to be located, but then as I walked through this facility, it's magical.
The new facility we're getting is going to be great. I think definitely they'll put us over the top to have our own practice facility. We don't have to share the court with like the girls or the dance or any other teams. We'll have our own place, and then we'll have our own training room, and I think that'll definitely help us, you know, strive to be better. We can go in there and shoot whenever, you know, get better.
I'm excited, you know, we deserve it. We deserve a new facility. It's about time, you know, it's just more space. It's gonna be nicer just so we can compete with all these other Big Ten schools, you know, and I just feel like Coach Stringer deserves it too.
I'm excited. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna be one of the ones who are the first players in that new facility, so that's another, I would say it's another accomplishment in my book.
That facility next door, this is also a big reason why I came here. I saw that facility, I saw the blueprints for it when I came and visit. it looks like one of the best facilities I've ever seen. And my dad used to coach the Detroit Pistons in like 2007 when I was a little kid, and I remember their facility. And I feel like this facility is way better than that. So it's going to be a great thing to have around.
In June when it opens, I mean, it's a game changer for us in a lot of ways. First of all, the excitement, and I have to thank, all the donors. Pat Hobbs has been relentless in his pursuit, to get the job done with a brand new practice facility, which we desperately need. It's gonna help move our program to where the expectations are. I think we've done as good a job of developing players in our 3 years as any program, and this is really gonna help catapult us into an elite level for developing players physically, mentally, to pursue their goals.
That the future is very bright, that we're going to keep working, we're going to keep investing, we're going to keep asking the Rutgers faithful to invest in us, and we'll continue to work hard to bring them teams and teams that they can be proud of, but championships and things that we can celebrate together in the years ahead.
Come cheer on the women as they battle in Big Ten play. Join us for this historic season at the Rack. Get your tickets at scarletknights.com. The Scarlet Knights headed to Bloomington to face the Hoosiers of Indiana. The women with a seriousness of purpose as they tried to snap a 3-game losing streak. Rutgers well aware of the challenge of a Big Ten road game, but still immensely confident in their own ability.
As these two teams get set to meet, second matchup between the two. They met just a few weeks ago. It was a Rutgers victory in Piscataway.
Stacia Carey, typically not who you think of as a zone buster, but if she's going to be able to knock down shots like that, Indiana could find themselves in the same problem they had before.
Siani Cryer leads off, and the layup good from Arella Garante. Siani Cryer, you mentioned her the last time these two teams met. Cryer scored a career-high 22, which propelled Rutgers to victory. So Indiana's going to have an eye on her tonight.
Sure.
Nice pass.
An outstanding job of drawing the defense to her. That time she drew a double team, but most importantly, she figures out a way, no matter how many defenders are on her, to get the pass off. So that is her gift to her Rutgers squad. Just an excellent passer.
And there's a steal by Siani Cryer.
Now you understand why Rutgers leads the league in steals. They just take it from you when you're not paying attention, and that turns in to a three-point play. But again, this is a Rutgers team that knows how to attack the basket. Indiana's trying to do the same.
After struggling in back-to-back games early, RU got off to an excellent start, scoring 7 baskets in the first quarter. In the second, the Scarlet Knights found an unexpected offensive force as Takia Mack caught fire.
In the corner, a 3 is good from Takia Mack.
Takia Mack is about as animated as they come. She is super excited. She's in the game and she's scoring.
There is Mack.
How about Mack? She's in every basket. She's super excited.
9 points for Takia Mack.
She's like, this is the best game ever.
Back inside again against the double, so smooth.
Her previous career high was 13 points against South Carolina.
A late 7-point run by the Hoosiers cut the Rutgers lead to 1. But playmaker CeCe Cryer and her teammates maintained their composure. Cryer, who ended the night with 10 assists, proved to be an extension of Coach Stringer, carrying out the game plan efficiently and effectively.
And in there to not pick up a foul as Harris gets the block.
That's a huge block.
And can't finish the shot, but Harris will track it down. And Berger gets the steal and then goes hard to the floor. Rutgers, Vera, has not scored in the third quarter. In fact, they've not scored since the 129 mark in the second. So we talked about how Rutgers in this 3-game losing streak has had spells where they just can't find the bucket, and we're seeing it again.
Yeah, and basketball is a game of runs. We all know that, but it's just how long those spells last.
One thing
Good dive from Mack.
bucket and the foul for Mack. And Takia Mack finally gets Rutgers on the board here in the third.
Takia Mack on the inside. She's got no fear. She's flexing. She is fired up. She's been fired up like that from the minute she stepped on the court. Brenda Wise, more concerned about helping out on the inside against Terry.
And Terry scores in the foul.
It was the right decision.
In the third quarter, after a big Indiana corner three, Rutgers fell behind by 7. Yes, a scoring drought put some pressure on the team to find their shooting touch and show their mettle. There was no panic on the sideline, just a steadfast conviction and a commitment to regain some momentum. Coach Stringer believed, and so did her players, especially the Chicago native known affectionately as T-Baby.
10 to shoot now for the Scarlet Knights. Mack wide open, hits the three.
And now she's pointing at people, fans in the stand. She's just stirring up trouble everywhere. It's in the hands of Mack with 5. Hey.
Now Garante's into the shot clock, hits a three.
That's a big 3.
Now here's Mack. Hits another three. Takia Mack.
19 down and more to come, folks.
And she's 8 of 9 from the field, Vera.
She's unbelievable.
Amazing when you think that Rutgers didn't score for almost 7 minutes of the third quarter, and now they have the lead here in the fourth. And the reason, Vera, is the Takia Mack show.
It has been quite the show. She's got Rutgers up again by 3.
Sharice Wilson scored 16 points to go along with 24 for Mack. And Vicki Harris made a big defensive play to punctuate a 25-16 fourth quarter.
There's the steal from Cryer. And the Rutgers Scarlet Knights put the exclamation point with Cryer. And they get a big win on the road. Rutgers ends their 3-game skid with a big win in Bloomington, 69-61 at Rutgers. And they move to 6-3 on the road this season. Incredibly impressive.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
I appreciate the team and the coaches for believing in me, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we got another game Thursday, so.
Oh!
Quickly, okay? Get your bed, man.
Team on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3, team 4, 5, 6, 7.
Arella Garantes, sophomore, Bellport, New York.
Back outside, Garantes for 3. Arella Garantes drills a 3.
Basketball started for me when I was in about 3rd, 4th grade. I was watching my dad. He was coach of the boys team at Bellport High School. And I just fell in love with it, just being around the game. Came from a basketball family, you know. My mom played at Stony Brook, and just I'm always around sports, and I was always around the game, so it was just natural for me to pick up the ball.
And they do come up with a steal. Garantes dribbles in, takes it to the hole, and scores!
I probably thought I could play Division I before anybody else thought. My dream was to play for Pat Summit, and I was saying that since like 5th grade, so I probably knew in 5th grade.
Here comes Garantes running the break. Oh, beautiful play by Arella Garantes.
I just wanted a hard-nosed coach, you know, that's not gonna just let me do whatever I want, you know, who really wants the best for me. I get the same feeling when I was watching Pat when I was younger and when I'm watching Coach Stringer. Like, you know, it's just that that drive for greatness. Like, and Coach, she doesn't sleep. Like, she doesn't. Like, I love it. Like, I obsess over the game a lot, and you know, I get the same thing. I get the same vibe from Coach Stringer. She's just destined to be great, and she wants the best out of you. You know, like, what more can you ask for?
Get it back off the pass from Madrika Cook. Taken by the Knights. Garantes for 3. Got it. Arella Garantes drills it from the corner.
The sisterhood runs deep. And they don't just say that just to say that. It truly does run deep. Like, I can contact anybody who's played at Rutgers, you know, and they'll welcome me with open arms. They'll critique me. They'll support me. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not just to, a lot of people say it, but many don't fall through with it. Like, Rutgers sisterhood is different. Like, it's to this day. Like, I've never had such a great bond with my teammates that I don't get tired of them, and that's weird for me. So it's really special. I would tell a recruit to come here because they're not gonna get this sisterhood. They're not gonna get coached by anybody better. We have all the great resources. We have academic, whatever you need, academic, basketball-wise, sisterhood. Just the bloodline we have here, just everything, networking. You know, there's nothing better. Rutgers is second to none.